Hello, happy afternoon, Wednesday, July 7th, and I'm on my daily walk in West Yellowstone, Montana, and I'm going to do a walking post, and you guys can see how beautiful it is here. The last few days I have not been able, or actually it was a choice, to spend most of my time studying for my final for my 2-year Ayurvedic journey. And when I go out in nature, I like it to be long and rejuvenating and no time frame. If I want to stay out here 2 hours, I do. And so I knew with my studying, I didn't have the ability to just be in the beingness of the day. So I am taking this time this afternoon to go and chant, do a bunch of meditations, and simply ground in nature. So how are you all doing today? It's been, for me, a wowie few 2 days. I don't even know where to start with astrology other than on June 10th, your reality in the world that we once knew will never be the same. And trust me on that. I kind of got a preview over the last 2 days of the magnitude of change that's coming, and probably I'm still processing that. So it will be another video that I'll share that. But yeah, this week will go down in history of one of the weeks, the top weeks that I will remember for the rest of my life here on Earth. Anyway, bunch of butterflies flying around. So I went in my journal and I wanted to talk about how your heart is the master of your reality. I don't think those were the exact words, but that is what is coming through. I did a bunch of notes today when things were downloaded and came in, and it happens a lot these days, is I'll just get these moments of insight and I'll be like, I'll remember them. And now if I don't write them down, they come in and they go. So I'm actually just going to look because I have it in my journal. You guys can wait, because I know if I look up the exact words that I just looked up 2 minutes ago, we will segue into what I wanted to share. And so your heart is the boss of your reality. So what do I want to say about the heart is the boss? I tend to always listen to my heart first. So it becomes very easily for me to check in with my heart before I check in with my mind. And that's come from lots of practice with yoga, meditation, and chanting. But how many times have you had a mental chatter? I'm looking at a butterfly where your mind just takes over everything and you ruminate and you contemplate and you go over and over, especially when you're making big decisions in your life, trying to determine what the best choice is, and how exhausting it is when your mind gets involved, and how easily it would be if we started with our heart. Easier said than done, but really, is it? I don't know if you all were aware, but the heart has a magnetic field that is 5,000 times greater than the mind. So the magnetic field of the heart is a lot greater than the mind, a lot greater. So what would you say is if the next time you made a decision that you went and just sat in meditation, and you're like, how do you do that? Well, what I do is I just sit in silence. I take a couple of big, deep belly breaths. Tell my mind to shut the F up and sit for maybe a couple minutes till I'm able to somewhat quiet the mind. It comes easily now. Usually shut it down. And then put my right hand on my heart, my left hand over it, and simply ask the heart, what do you think? And normally you'll get a pretty clear answer. You'll feel it. Emotions is energy in motion, and you feel everything in your heart. You know that. You feel love, you feel sadness, you feel excitement, anxiety, all those emotions, truth. But the problem is we have been programmed to use our rational mind and stay pretty much always in the mind when making any decision, and tend to ignore the heart, or just, even if the heart gives us a signal, we'll believe the mind is correct. No, it can't be right. It's just my emotion speaking. But in reality, the heart pretty much gives you a clear sign. Does my heart feel that this is the right decision? Does my heart feel that this is true? And normally, if you ask your heart, treat it like you would a person. What do you think? It will give you a pretty quick response on what the right decision is. So I do believe that there's something called heart-brain coherency. When our heart is aligned with our brain, life just flows, or it's just easy to make those decisions. But the problem is, very few of us have that heart-mind coherency and actually following it. So start with just asking your heart, like I said, when you have a decision to make. Just sit with yourself till your mind quiets, and ask your heart and see how that experiment goes. And I believe too that there are 3 brains in the body. The first brain is the heart. Second brain is the gut. You all know, especially if you feel really off about something, you get that gut feeling. Your stomach kind of churns. And then the third brain is the mind. So if all 3 are working together, it's pretty easy to navigate through this reality and pivot and make the right choices for ourselves. So anyway, I'm trying to think what else I want to share. We got a big week with the astrology. Venus just ingressed into Leo, and those of you with Leo placements, you probably felt it strongly in the heart. Yeah, I'm a Leo moon, so emotionally, I connect with love very easily, and courage, and all those big emotions that come with being a Leo. Leo's ruler is the sun, so it makes sense. But anyway, that happened Sunday into Monday, and it's a big transit, Venus and Leo. And so much more has happened, but I just want to keep it kind of simple today, kind of light, because we have a lot of intense energy. So instead of giving heavy on Wednesday, I'm just needing to keep everything light, and like I said, listen to my heart and kind of enjoy the process of it all. So until tomorrow, when I'm more rested and I've had a big 2 days, I will just leave you with your heart and love. Love you until tomorrow. Bye.